Here we are on the 4th of May, and I have been really flat and down. I think the frustration and disappointment of last week has really made me face up to all the things that you feel out of control of when you're living with a chronic illness, living with chronic pain, when people describe you as being difficult or challenging. And as much as I try and work on my mindset and reframe those things, sometimes, this past weekend it really got me down. So I'm doing all the things that I know without going crazy about how to look after myself during this situation. And a couple of things that I became acutely aware of was in the telehealth environment that we're in at the moment. The multidisciplinary team meetings that are going on are not video conference, they're telephone conferenced. And the thing that bugs me about that is that it's too easy for people to be distracted while they think they're listening on the telephone. They're reading emails and reading Facebook or reading through notes and not really fully engaged. And that gave me a lot of insight into the lack of communication or communication disconnects that were going on for me last week. So I think as health professionals, we need to do better than that. And I've been raving about that all over my Facebook and other social media channels, not about my cancer stuff, but about, hey, we've got a part to play here and let's take a stronger leadership role as well. Living with a chronic illness and then getting a diagnosis of cancer, I've discovered, is a great way for all of your grief issues around your body to come up again. So way back in the beginning when I started this, I was talking about all the body image issues that went on for me. Well, it wasn't all of them. There's an incredible sense of grief around what my body won't do anymore, or what I've had to let go of while I was living with this autoimmune disease that I can't seem to be able to bust through. And then you get a cancer diagnosis which interrupts that, and then you put on a drug that makes your autoimmune symptoms, I would say, 3 times worse. And the attitude that I'm getting at the moment is, well, it's better than being dead. Actually, I question that, because at the moment I'm able to be awake somewhere between 4 and 6 hours a day. It's not pain-free, and I doubt that is a quality of life I want to live with for the rest of my life. And I get that surgeons and medical people just want the cancer to be gone because to them that is their job, but it's only a part of who I am, and that's where I felt really unheard. I am living with this thing, so the longer it takes for us to make a decision, the longer it takes for me to get the information I need to help make a decision, the longer it takes for you to be available to help me make a decision, I'm living with this. And just telling me that it's better than being dead doesn't cut it. I get that it's better than being dead. Death was never a thing for me. I never expected to die from this disease. We caught it really early. What I did expect was to be able to use my knowledge and expertise and my financial resources to not be a drain on the public health system, to be able to make my own choices along the way, and to have people have my medical team support me in that. So I really hope that if I decide to publish this, that medical professionals will watch these videos as well, because I get that you're awesome surgeons, I get that you're awesome decision makers around your area of expertise, but if you are truly going to be multidisciplinary, the sum of the parts does not equal the whole. You actually need to come together and say, how are we going to provide a whole of life opportunity for this person? What are the best things for this person? Not just to preserve her life. Thank you for wanting to preserve my life. But we now live in a day and age where you have to be asking the next question, which is, and how much of her life would she like to have compromised during this period of time? If this feels like it's a very privileged conversation, then I am very privileged to be in this situation where I can have it. My mood is really flat today, and that scares me. but I know that it will pass. And that is one of the things that I keep saying to myself today, is that one day this will all be history. I've gotten through periods of depression before. I've gotten through major anxiety before. I was learning to live with an autoimmune disease. This is something else that will be in my history. So I think that's what we'll talk about today. Oh, I got the form sent off, so let's see how long it takes to get the EndoPredict test done. And I think I actually did something quite insightful when I sent the forms back to my surgeon and actually asked her if she could let me know about timeframes. And I let her know that in reading the forms, I would expect to get results back within a week, knowing full well that that's probably never going to happen because of the people involved. But that form tells me that I could get results back within a week. So that's my expectation. I will start looking for them within a week. So I will be curious to see if or how she responds to that. But that was something I thought was insightful, helping me manage my expectations.